Good. Okay. I will do that. Yep. A very special day here at the Cadet Natatorium as the Air Force Academy Falcons will wrap up their 2019 home season against the California Baptist Lancers. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeffrey Orman. 6 seniors from the team and 1 manager will be honored just prior to the game today. And for Air Force, they'll try to snap a 4-game losing streak and somehow try to get in some kind of position for a favorable playoff spot, which will begin in a couple of weeks. A very special day here at the Cadet Natatorium at the United States Air Force Academy. The Falcons wrap up their 2019 home season as they take on the California Baptist Lancers. Hello, everybody, along with my broadcast partner, Aiden Sandu. A lot of emotion for at least 6 seniors today, Aiden, as some of the players will say goodbye to this Cadet Natatorium. One manager, it has to be an emotional day for everybody.
100%. The whole team's feeling pretty excited, especially those seniors that are going to be leaving us next year and getting ready to graduate and go into the actual Air Force. So we could expect to see a lot of emotion in this game.
I want to give a shout out right now to my broadcast partner, Aiden Sandu, who was in the pipes today.
Being in the military as well, so it was kind of a friendly fight almost, but it was a good match. We played our game and came away with a big win.
And I think it probably had a chance to spotlight a lot of the people that will be coming back, including you, and that had to be encouraging.
Exactly, yes.
All right, here's the way. Fuller, number 8, Luke Andres, who will compete in his 100th career match here at the Academy. Mike Miller, we've talked about him all year. The Water Cheetah, the number 1 man in sprint victories, 65-7, almost 88%. Number 17, Gavin Jones, and of course, series, the Falcons lead at 21-14. Falcons do have a 1-game winning streak. Last year they split with Cal Baptist, beating them 6-5 in the Western Water Polo Association Championships. And of course the Lancers, 19th in the country, nationally ranked.
Exactly.
So let us see. With a very good crowd on hand. We have members of the cadet wing behind us. We have members of the cadet wing in front of us. So I have a feeling we will get some noise. Here we go with the opening sprint. And guess who?
Michael Miller wins his 66th sprint of the season.
Michael Miller again with another sprint victory. Man, he's going to be hard to replace, I would imagine, in that particular spot. Falcons like to get off to a quick start. And as you mentioned, Aiden, you want to play your game.
Exactly. Quick ejection. So Air Force will get a 6-on-5 opportunity here. That was Luke Andres drawing it.
Pittman working the ball around. One of the things we've talked about all season long is the power play. Falcons would like to take advantage of every opportunity that they can. It's very important that they get a victory today, not only because of the one of the to get a win, as I think Andres just got the score. 100 games, and how appropriate that one of the graduating seniors gets the first goal of the match.
Exactly. He draws the ejection and gets the goal.
We mentioned that the Falcons want to maybe finish with a strong kick towards the end of the season. As we mentioned, this is their final home match. They'll play Fresno Baptist and Santa Clara next week. Western Water Polo Association Championships begin the 22nd through the 24th, and Air Force would like to get some favorable seeding, I would imagine.
Exactly. We're hoping to go for the 4th seed in this upcoming championship tournament.
And here is a takeaway.
Air Force ball.
I think Luke Andres was credited with a steal. Here's Sam Fuller who gets a little pressure. Off to Pittman. Or did they give Pittman the steal?
I think that was Luke Andres.
I think it was, yeah. Fuller getting set to go, and he fires one off the hand of the goalie and into the net. Sam Fuller with a goal today gets the Falcons a 2-0 lead, and the seniors are stepping up, Aiden.
Exactly. Good job by Sam Fuller right there, recognizing that he's the open man and attacking in, keeping constant pressure on that CBU defense.
As we mentioned, it has to be a very, very emotional day. There's some pressure by Mike Miller out near the center of the pool as he is putting the heat on number 5. That is P.J. McDonough. Dumps it off to the left side. Reagan Pittman got a hand on it, tried to deflect it. Try to get it down low. Another steal by Air Force.
Gavin Jones with the steal.
Taps it back to Anthony Tolbert, and the Falcons come up the pool.
Outlet down to Reagan Pittman.
With the ball.
Crossing over to Luke Andres, who's up a little bit.
They'll try to get down low. That's Campbell Harris. Try to backhand her, I think, and that'll be knocked away by the goalie for the Lancers for California Baptist. That is Gabe Thorne, a sophomore out of Lake Elsinore. Up north of Los Angeles, if my geography is correct, Lake Elsinore.
It looks like Gavin Jones was just ejected, so CBU 6-on-5 opportunity here.
Well, we'll see if the Lancers can take advantage as they work the ball around. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Air Force, of course, will pack it down low.
Looks like they're taking their time.
See if they can find, I'm guessing the guy they're going to be looking for is number 15, Galgani, and they do convert.
A deflection off Reagan Pittman, it looks like.
That makes it a 2-1 match as the Lancers finally get on the board. Looks like some substitutions coming in for Air Force. Corey Tanis will check into the pool. There's number 16, Jason Hires is out there. A couple of subs.
Looks like Grant Snyder's also coming into the game.
There's Sam Fuller who works. Nobody really picked him up. I thought they might have an opportunity to work a shot.
Crossover to Luke Andres.
Luke Andres, who already has a goal on the day, as they try to get a little pressure being put on by the Lancers.
Down to Snyder.
And trying to move that ball around, getting a good looking close, and it's in the net.
Really snuck that one in there. Off the goalie's arm, and he looks like the goalie actually pushed that one in after trying to save it from the goal line.
We'll take a look at the replay, and that looks exactly what they did, Aiden, as he tried to knock it down, and with his left hand he punched it in. Oops. 3-1 now in favor of Air Force. We are at the 5:04 mark in the first period of play. Sam Fuller looks like he will be checking out of the lineup for the Falcons. Reagan Pittman still in the lineup. And the Falcons really want to pack it down by the pipes there. Maybe put a little pressure. Luke Andres trying to force a turnover.
Ordinary foul.
The Falcons with a 3-1 lead. Here is a cross pass, and unfortunately gets away, and
Jason Hires with an ejection on that one. Looks a little upset about the call, but he'll take it no matter what.
Yep, Jason will swim off to the side here.
6-on-5 opportunity.
And of course, Air Force almost playing what appears to be like a 2-3 zone, if you will. And there is an attempted tip-in. That's not going to work, and Falcons would be back at full strength. Anthony Tolbert will retrieve the ball, and they'll come on the attack.
Jones with the ball.
Here is Gavin Jones.
Give it and go right here.
To Pittman. And they want a nice shot by Pittman. That was just a lob shot right there.
Requires some finesse right there. You can see the CBU goalie a little upset with that one. Great job recognizing his defender came off. The goalie came out a little bit. He just lobs it straight in.
Great play by Reagan Pittman. A nice soft toss, and it's a 4-1 game in favor of the Air Force Academy. 2 straight goals by Air Force, and they'd love to keep putting the pressure on.
Exactly. We got to keep up this energy. We have a problem sometimes, as we've seen in the past, where we go goal for goal. So we have to keep up this energy on offense and defense.
Falcons trying to win their first Western Water Polo Association match. Again, pressure being put on. Of course, with senior day, you can't let down your classmates either. So, I mean, and with the cadet wing here, I would imagine, Aiden, that turns the pressure up a little bit.
100%. I think there's around 150 cadets here today.
Maybe some of them have never experienced water polo as Cal Baptist gets on the board with a score. It's now 4-2. This
nice strong move by Cal Baptist on that one coming in.
Logan Mena getting the assist from Kyle Christian. And so the lead is cut in half here. Falcons still on top by the score of 4-2. Final home match for the Falcons before they go back on the road. And trying to build some momentum.
Ejection drawn by number 9, Luke Andres.
Luke Andres drawing another ejection, but the shot hits the top of the goal. As a result, the Lancers.
There's a good shot opportunity there, just a little bit better execution, and we could come away with the goal on that one.
Throwing down to number 2, that's Kyle Christian, who has an assist on the last goal. Falcons with 4 seconds for Cal Baptist to shoot, and it's going to be a turnover to Air Force. They couldn't get the shot off in time. Big, good defense there. Cal Baptist with a steal, a backhander, and suddenly it's 4-3.
A little bit of loss of focus there by Gavin Jones. Swam past the ball, causing a turnover, and looks like they had a guy down the pool ready for that.
Logan Mena. That's his second goal of the match. He scored the last 2. So the Falcons who have never trailed in this match will stay a goal ahead. Somebody else is coming into the pool. I think Luke Andres has just checked in. And it looks like Shepard, I think, is coming out, if I'm reading that
looks correct.
correctly. Ian Shepard, as you get a look at one of our officiating crew today, waiting for everybody to settle in.
Let's make some noise, Falcon fans.
Our PA announcer saying, make some noise. We got enough people here. We should be shaking the roof here.
Exactly.
I mean, my gosh, guys.
Henry Yavitt draws the ejection. So 6-on-5 opportunity here.
Andres Grant Snyder in there.
Snyder with the ball.
So far, it's been a very quiet day for Campbell, who is almost being double teamed down there. There's a ball swatted away, but the Falcons will recover. 14 on the shot clock. 4-3 is the score. Luke Andres fires in the corner and hits.
Great shot by Luke Andres on there. Bringing the defense out, thinking that they can swim out, getting the shot blockers to move their hands, and just firing it into the cage.
Corey Tanis will come in after that goal, along with Neil Reynolds. Corey wearing number 5, and
Jason Hires also looks like he's coming in.
I'll tell you one thing. I think Luke Andres definitely got amped up for this game. He's played a pretty strong first half thus far. Her first quarter, 2:26 left to go. Falcons lead it by 2, 5-3. And here we go. As with the ball this is PJ Madonna. Throws off to the left side. Looked like they wanted to take a shot. Ball comes loose and a high shot.
Over the cage, Air Force ball.
That one heading for the general direction of the diving platform. Matthew Diacono letting that one go for California Baptist, and the Falcons trying to counterattack. Up the pool comes Sam Fuller on the right side. He may have a look here. Ball is knocked away. He gets it back.
Reynolds with the ball.
Neil Reynolds going to attack. Back down to Sam Fuller.
Sam again.
Ordinary foul.
And
Ejection drawn.
that should be, I would think, yeah.
Looks like that was Neil Reynolds that drew that one. 6-on-5 opportunity.
Again, Air Force with another power play opportunity.
Here we see Air Force running a 6-on-5 play. Looking for those posts to be open.
Andres back to Sam Fuller. 15 on the shot clock. No reason to panic. Ball off the hands of I think
Corey
that was Corey
Tanis.
Tanis, yeah. And a turnover will go over to the Lancers. They have a chance to cut it to within 1. Falcons need to get back on defense. Now they do, and get some pressure to boot. Throwing it outside. Got a man wide open there. Probably not a good look at the goal, though, as he waves the ball around, tries to dump it down low. They tried a shot, skips left of the goal, and the turnover will go to the Falcons. Tried to skip that one and goes awry.
Outlet to Luke Andres. Downline to Neil Reynolds.
Neil back to Luke.
We have Corey Tanis setting in the middle here.
I was just going to say, and he's getting a lot of attention down there as well. It's not an unusual position for him. There's a shot that's off the goal, and again, the knocked away, and the Lancers will have it. 41 seconds left to play in period number 1. Jeffrey Orman, Aiden Sandu with you at the final home game for the Air Force Academy 2019 water polo team. Senior day, and a pretty good opening period. And 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Stolen away by Air Force.
Steal by Jason Hires.
15 seconds left.
Gonna
Long
drive-
pass down to Luke Andres.
This might be a pass and shoot. Yep. Luke Andres, I think, has got it. And it's a little too hard. Knocked towards the center
5
of the
seconds
pool.
left. Jason Hires running for it.
We're going to have a sprint towards the pool, and time is probably going to expire. And that is the end of period number 1. At the end of 1 period of play, Air Force leads at 5-3 over California Baptist. You're watching Air Force Water Polo.
Yeah. This 2-goal lead isn't enough for me to relax.
No, I understand perfectly. The bird is there. This ought to be good. Truth has got a cavity. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Jeffrey Orman along with Aiden Sandu. Aiden, your evaluation of the first period.
Air Force came out really strong in that first period. They stuck it to them really quick, and it looks like we're going to try to keep that energy up throughout the game, especially since this Cal Baptist team's not used to this altitude.
Whoa, that was close. Mike Miller almost got a little bit of a challenge there.
Maybe a little too overconfident for Mike Miller on that one.
Looks like pretty much the same starting five will be out there for the second quarter. Reagan Pittman, Sam Fuller, Luke Andrus, Mike Miller, Gavin Jones, and Campbell Harris. I don't see any changes out there. There's Campbell playing outside. Luke Andrus getting double teamed, and a steal being taken away by one of the...
I think that was Sam Fuller that got pounded on that one.
Okay. Pressure being extended by the Air Force Falcons. Shot knocked away, and a great play by Anthony Tolbert. And the cadet wing loves that. Ball will come back on what might be considered the water polo
steal by
equivalent.
Reagan Pittman.
Yep.
Steals it. Air Force on the counter.
That's what you need. Get the turnover. Now if they can finish on the other end, here's Reagan Pittman totally unguarded. Now coming over to visit him is Kristen Britton.
Crossover to Luke Andres. We'll probably see a center entry here to Campbell.
That's exactly what you're seeing.
Ordinary foul.
So the Falcons will get it back. Breaking towards the goal looks like Mike Miller. Yeah, it is Mike Miller breaking towards that goal. Can they find him? Here's a shot wide right, and Luke
Clock
Andres
winding down on that one, just looking for an opportunity.
6:46 left to play here in the first half. Falcons lead at 5-3. Jeffrey Orman and Aiden Sandu with you here at the Cadet Natatorium here at the United States Air Force Academy. It is Army weekend, folks. Here's a shot
Big
knocked away by
block by
Tolbert.
Anthony Tolbert.
Wow.
Air Force ball.
Last couple of games I've seen him at home, he has been very, very strong in the pipe. Very strong. Reagan Pittman now taking the outlet pass. Over to Sam Fuller, working the right side. Sam tries to dump it down low. A lot of attention swatted away by the Lancers. Good defense there. They'll tap it back to their goalie, and he'll try to get everybody set up. That is Gabe Thorne, 6'6", sophomore.
With this long run with no scoring and no stops, you could see this Cal Baptist team really starting to wear down.
Trying to go down low. Falcons, a skip shot, it scores. Lancers getting the first goal of the second quarter and now makes it a 5-4 match.
I see a lot of substitutions on both sides right now.
Can't tell the players without a program. It's massive substitution for Air Force. Everybody coming out. Neil Reynolds checks in. Jason Hines checks in.
Henry
Corey
Yavitt.
Tanis, Henry Yavitt, yep.
Grant Snyder and Ian Shepard, yep.
Got a whole new group out there, whole new six. The only non-change has been in the goal. Anthony Tolbert stays right where he is. Moving some people around now. Here's Neil Reynolds getting a little bit of pressure to the outside. Jason Hires flipping it off to the left side. A little bit of a juggle and a takeaway by the Lancers, and they have a chance to tie on this trip down the pool. Here's Nick Johnson trying to recover. He has it on the right side, strong side, tries to center it. Off to number 2, that's Kyle Christian. Air Force trying to shove him out towards the outside. A lower percentage shot. They're going to have to hurry. Clock it ran out of time. I think they got the shot off, but who cares? It goes over to Air Force.
Exactly.
Good D by the Falcons.
They dumped it down in the corner to try to save them from a counter goal on that one.
All right, so the Falcons.
Corey Tanis in the center. Entry.
Oh, he's getting pulled under the water.
Ejection drawn.
That should, yeah.
Corey's specialty on that one. Air Force timeout.
Falcons are going to take a timeout with 4:41 left to go in the intermission. They lead it by the score of 5-4. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Osborne's crazy train can fire up the offense a little bit for the Falcons. As we have 4:41 left to play in the first half, 5-4. Falcons lead it over California Baptist, ranked 19th in the nation coming into this match. Falcons working that ball around the perimeter. Like to see them maybe get a little bit of a run, but you got to be patient. Maybe a look there. 13 seconds on the shot clock. There's an opening. It hits the top. How many times have we seen that today, the ball hitting the top of the goal, Aiden? That's at least 3 that I count unofficially.
100%. We got to start trying to finish those ones. We'll probably see a little bit of a change in the second half as we talk about that problem exactly.
B.J. Madonna out on being pressured by the Falcons on the right side of the pool. Feeding it outside. Good defense being shown by Air Force. They beat the clock the last time. Only 8 seconds.
Anthony Tolbert with the steal. Great job.
Air Force ball on the counterattack.
We're going to be up on the counterattack here.
I'll tell you what, you've got to be pleased with the way the Air Force is playing D. Now can they convert on the other side? California Baptist also trying to convert. Man, oh man, they seem to be getting rather physical. Here's a shot that's
and
partially
a recovery.
deflected. Yep. Air Force gets it back. Shot was partially blocked. Again. Ian Shepard, I think, got pulled under. He's got a look. He tries to skip shot, and it's knocked away. It'll go over to California Baptist.
Looks like a goalie tip on that one, so we're going to get a 2-meter free pass here. Another possession for Air Force.
Yep, that will help. Goalie did touch it last. That was Gabe Thorns. We look at the replay, and 3:22 left to play. I think the Falcon fans want to see some offense right now.
Henry Abbott attacking. Up to Jason Hires.
See if Jason can get something going for the Falcons. To the right side.
Back
Shepard.
to Grant.
And there, oh, it's just stopped short. Did it go through? No, they're going to rule no goal. I think the goalie, Thorne, might have stopped it.
Let's look at this replay. Oh, maybe.
I don't think he broke the crease. I don't think it.
Did not pass the goal line. Did not look like it.
Yep. So here's an opportunity for Baptist for the score, and Anthony Tolbert says no. Tolbert says no.
Good ball control by Anthony on that one, passing it up as he starts to get pressure. We're going to have a big opportunity here as we're up by a few people.
If they got the numbers, and it looks like they do, dish it off to the right side. Neil Reynolds.
And now it looks like another counterattack opportunity going the other direction.
Man, oh man. California Baptist has never led, but they have a chance to tie it down 5-4. And there's their equalizer right there.
All tied up for the day.
And that is number 6 who puts it in, Nick Johnson. That's enough for Air Force. They're going to bring back the first unit. Falcons led 5-3 at the end of the first period. We now have a 5-5 match. So now they'll try to get the firepower back in.
We have Luke Andres, Reagan Pittman, Mike Miller, Campbell Harris. It looks like maybe that's Gavin Jones and Sam Fuller coming back in.
Miller with the ball. Connor Fuller.
Haven't talked much about Campbell Harris so far in this morning match.
That's likely due because this Cal Baptist defense got the scouting report on him and said, you know what, we'll let other goals go in if we can just control Campbell Harris on this.
Oh man, a backhander goes wide right. Campbell looked like he was being pulled by the neck there, but the shot goes awry. And you're absolutely right, Aiden. If you're scouting Air Force, you got to start with 21.
Another possibility is this Cal Baptist team's a really center-oriented team, so they're used to playing against strong centers, so their defense against them might be a little bit better just from practice.
Here's the go-ahead.
Big block by Anthony Tolbert.
What a game he's having. What a match he is having. Outstanding effort here.
Great job by him on that quick pass to the cross side and then getting the ball out so he doesn't have to.
Fantastic play by him. Sam Fuller on the right side. I thought if they could find him, he might get a shot. Once again, Campbell Harris, he fires too high. Ball is rebounded out. Air Force has got it. Throws off
Mikey
to the
Miller.
left side. Yeah, Mike might be able to get into the fray a little bit. Here's a takeaway by California Baptist. Lancers have the ball. The only 2 goals that have been scored in this period have come off the California Baptist offense. A shot, blocked by Tolbert, gets it again.
Huge night for Anthony here tonight.
We've got
Really saving Air Force on this defensive end.
Here come the Falcons on the sprint.
Over to the weak side.
Pittman has it. Pittman gets the ball, knocked away by the goalie,
Looks
Thorne.
like Air Force is really trying to rely on these referees to give them some calls, and they just aren't getting them.
16 seconds left to go. A low-scoring affair thus far. Only 2 goals of this period have been scored by California Baptist. Opportunity to go with the lead right here. 2 seconds, 1 second, and the clock runs out. We're tied at 5 as we go into the half.
First half. Score is 5-5.
And we'll switch sides. We have a special halftime treat as you'll have a chance to see some of the seniors being honored just prior to the game. In the meantime, a pair of 5s on the board. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. I don't think we have to talk about what the Falcons need to do in the second half. It's score.
Exactly. They need to finish these opportunities that we're getting.
Anthony Tolbert having a very, very strong.
Michael Miller gets it again. Air Force ball.
Michael Miller, 67-5, I believe, on the sprints. Tops in the nation. He has never lost a sprint here at the Air Force Academy on the home games this year. That's academic. They need to really score right now. Luke Andres, who has a couple of goals to his credit, tries to center it outside. Here's Reagan Pittman. He gets pulled under. Ball is tapped out. Air Force has it. Mike Miller. And the shot clock expires. 7:28 as we are just underway here in the second half. And now California Baptist has a chance to take a lead for the first time in the match. Christopher Britton off to number 17. That is to Riley Bumgarner. There's a shot, and
just
just
barely hit that bar and floated on the outside.
Oh, I'm telling you. Home pool advantage, I guess. Oh, that was very close as we looked at the replay. Reagan Pittman gets it on the other end on the strong side. Mike Miller, Luke Andres, pretty much the starting five to start the second half. That can Campbell Harris get something? The minute he touches that ball, they are all over him. As you mentioned, Aiden, they're keen on him. Here's a shot. It's wide right or wide left. Scramble for it.
Air Force will recover.
Mike Miller. Lots of time. No reason to hurry it. Waving and a shot off the pipe again. How many times have we seen that today? Shot being taken by Gavin Jones. Nothing going in for the Falcons right now as you see it again. Bang, off the right side of the pipe. It's got to be frustrating right now. I mean,
it has to be.
It's just one of those.
In reality, we just got to start putting these shots inside these bars, and I have a good feeling they're going to be going in. Luca Andres with the steal.
Looking for somebody. Now we've got.
And a turnover almost immediately.
One of the Lancers getting a hand on it. I don't have a name for this man, and he just put him ahead. That might have been Joseph Morales. And California Baptist, for the first time in this match, goes ahead. Massive substitutions coming in now. 5:53 left to play here in the third period, and California Baptist, the Lancers lead it by the score of 6-5. There's Corey Tanis out there in the pool. Jason Hires is there. Luke Andres is out there. I think Reagan Pittman, a little mix and match right now, Aiden.
A little half and half, it would appear. Giving our center a break, Campbell Harris came out. Those positions work especially hard.
Probably have to give California Baptist a lot of credit for keeping Campbell Harris quiet so far.
100%. Into Luke Andres.
Can he score?
Off
it's
the head of the goalie.
Comes back to Air Force. Gabe Thorne. Another possession for the Falcons. Defense has been solid today. Just haven't been able to convert since the first period. Down low the ball goes.
Ordinary foul for Corey Tanis. Out to Reagan Pittman. Plenty of time on the clock.
Absolutely. 18 seconds. Don't want to rush anything. Irish trying to go down low. Might have a look. Might have a very good look. It's knocked away once again by Thorne, who's played a pretty good game in the pipes himself. Earlier today, my broadcast partner was in the pipes as Air Force defeated Army 19-7 in an exhibition match. And right now, a little firepower is needed. Double team by Air Force, ball knocked away, and it is going to be taken over by Air Force as you get a look at Anthony Tolbert, who's had a strong game on his end of the pool today. 6-5 is our score. California Baptist has
ejection drawn. Looks like Corey Tanis drew it.
Now can the Falcons take advantage? A little high pass. Michael Miller has it to Andres. Right side. They have an opportunity. There's Mike Miller who's trying to penetrate down low. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
A lot of ball movement here.
Luke Andres.
Back over to Reagan Pittman.
Pittman trying to get it down low. There's a shot by Mike. Again, the pipe hits it. Now rebounded Air Force and knocked away by Thorne.
Air Force will cover once more. Looks like we need to stop, get our composure back, and try to run our normal offense here.
Water polo version of the corner kick in soccer. Falcons have just been frustrated today. A combination of the California Baptist defense and the pipes. They tried to lob it down.
Looks like an offensive called on Jason Hires as he tries to go a backdoor drive for a quick shot on that one.
That would have been
called for a push-off.
Angel Sanchez now with the ball, working that right side, trying to center it. As you mentioned, Aiden, here's a shot, and it gets past Tolbert.
And that's a 2-goal lead for Cal Baptist.
It is indeed. They've scored the last 4 goals. 7-5 now.
Some changes are going to need to be made on this offense if Air Force hopes to try to break this dry spell that they're in.
Henry Yevitt checking in. There's Campbell Harris going in. Sam Fuller will come into the pool. It has been one of those days where there's been a little intervention from the goal and some very good defense by California Baptist, Aiden. Now can they get out of that? Falcons down by 2. A 4-0 run so far by California Baptist. That may change. Maybe a point-blank look. A shot blocked away by Thorne. Right back to Air Force. They try it again. Blocked again by Thorne. And California Baptist has it. Some heartbreak there. Gotta play on.
It was a good opportunity here, but just couldn't really finish it.
Christian Britton throws off to the left side of the pool, trying to dump it down low.
Offensive foul. Air Force ball.
Air Force will get the ball. Here's a long throw down the pool side.
Back down, we'll see another opportunity here.
And
ordinary foul.
Ordinary foul.
I think that was Gavin Jones that got the outlet. Nope, that's Gavin up there.
Yep, Grant Snyder down low.
Here is Luke Andres trying to work that ball around to the left side. Luke pumping it. Back to Gavin. He's bumped. Lancers have it. A 2-on-2 as they come down the pool.
Opportunity by Cal Baptist here.
Galgagny, who we really haven't talked about too much, he's the leading scorer. Waving the ball around, tries to shoot it.
High of the cage.
2:27 left to play in period number 3, 7-5. Falcons trailing. They've been outscored 4-0. Their last goal came in the first quarter. And Jones out on that right side. Again, pressure being put on. Here's a lob down low. And the shot on the score!
Luke Andres for you right there. Ending
Who else?
Dry spell.
Luke Andres, one of the seniors being honored, and he says, you know what, guys? I'm going to have to do something here. Luke Andres makes it a 7-6 game. Substitutions coming in now for Air Force. Will that light the fire for the Falcons?
Got Ian Shepard in there. Looks like Neil Reynolds, Henry Yavitt, Sam Fuller. Looks like the rest are going to stay the same.
Let's make some noise for Air Force defense.
Oh, Henry Yavitt coming out.
Mike Miller looked like he's going to be in the center of a lot of that as he now backs off. Now he'll put the pressure. Mike Miller really trying to get into the grill of one of the California
Offensive
Baptist.
foul. Air Force ball. Big opportunity up on the left side of the pool here with Sam Fuller.
There is a
Down to
long,
Mike Miller.
Mike had it knocked away from behind, it appears.
Ejection called.
That's going to help. 6-5, and Falcons have got the numbers here. Can they finish? This for the tie. Working that ball around. Will they go down low? Will they try to hit it from the outside? 14 seconds. Here's a look and a shot and a score. Air Force has
Great
tied it.
shot by Sam Fuller on that one, right over the goalkeeper's head. Here we see on this replay, he's working the defense, got them both to jump a little bit to their right, and just snuck it right in there.
Sam is a sophomore, and just like that, the Falcons have found their offense. We have got a 7-7 game, 1:27 left to play in period number 3. Got a good one going, folks. B.J. McDonough throwing it out. Trying to go off to the left side. Air Force intensifying that pressure. Common foul, tap back, trying to center it. Ball is there. Air Force with a steal.
Corey Tanis with a steal.
Yep. Corey with a great pass, but I think
it's a little too long over to the goalkeeper.
He was trying to get number 6, Ian Shepard. I think the fans wanted something called. Here may be a one-on-one. Stolen by Air Force.
Great job by Corey Tanis on that one, taking on his 2 defenders and coming out with a steal.
Corey Tanis making some plays. Hires off to the right side. Shepard may have a look. Shepard working his way in close. He fires and it's too wide right. It's wide right. 38.
Air Force needs to calm down a little bit here. They're getting a little too excited with this back and forth.
Of course, when you have the crowd behind you, it's kind of hard not to try to maybe do something that maybe is not there, I guess. The wing is here. Here's an steal by Air Force again. Good D by Air Force.
15 seconds.
Seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Maybe a pass and a shot, 11 seconds. And they're going to try it.
Down to
Right.
Neil Reynolds, 5 seconds.
5 seconds. And
Weak.
an opportunity, too tall. And we will go into the 4th and final period with a pair of 7s on the board. Air Force 7, California Baptist 7. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Fourth and final quarter of regulation, 7-7 is the score. Here we go with the fourth quarter sprint. Ball is in the water, and Michael Miller will
with his 69th sprint of the season.
will go undefeated at home in sprint victories. But right now, Air Force trying to break that 7-7 stalemate. Starting five out there for Air Force with Pittman, Fuller, Andres, the aforementioned Mike Miller, Gavin Jones, and Campbell Harris. Air Force on the attack. Trying to go
Reagan
down
Pittman.
low, back, and he scores! He scores on a backhander! It's Reagan Pittman!
From the center position, backhand by Reagan Pittman, sneaking in for a bar in on that opposite side. Great shot by him.
And the Falcons go back on top by the score of 8-7. He's got a smile on his face like, yeah, I had it. I'm guessing, when you score a goal like that, is that pretty much by feel? You think you know where you are and you just fire?
You have a pretty good feel for the size of the cage, so once you know where you are in relation to the cage, that backhand was actually not too difficult.
Outstanding play, and now Air Force trying to counter on the other end with the defense. Ball is deflected away.
We're going to have an opportunity down line here, down to Reagan Pittman.
There's a rail down look. Back to Reagan
Beautiful
Pittman. Nobody
pass.
in front of him. He might have a good look. Pittman, defense covering very, very quickly. The Lancers really getting back very quickly on D. And they will get the ball, and again, they'll try to get the equalizer. And a shot off the pipes. It's going both ways right now. Andres.
Air Force ball one more time.
Anthony Tolbert will bring it up. Anthony looking for somebody to pass it to. They'll go to the right side of the pool. Is Reagan Pittman. Dumping off to the right side. Falcons trying to be patient. Now the clock not in their favor. 9 seconds to go. Tapped out by Mike Miller. Luke Andres fires, and it's punched out
In recovery by Air
by
Force.
Thorne. And Air Force gets a fresh 30 seconds.
A little bit of a stagnant Air Force offense here. We're going to hopefully see some movement. There we go.
Yeah,
Gavin
looks like
Jones driving down.
Working that ball around the perimeter. California Baptist trying to dump it down low. Ball is knocked away. Thorne picks it up. California Baptist in possession. Lancers with the ball.
And a timeout.
And a timeout will be called by the Lancers. It comes with 5:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Air Force leads at 8-7. You're watching Air Force water polo. Back once again, 5:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Aiden, some substitutions coming in for the Falcons right now.
It looks like Henry Yavitt, Grant Snyder, Luke Andres, Jason Hires, Gavin Jones have all come in. Oh, and Neil Reynolds have all come into play.
To get a moment here, we want to thank our entire team for giving you this broadcast today. Our final home match of the season here at the Cadet Natatorium. Again, California Baptist trying for the equalizer. They throw to the right side. Knocked away by Anthony Tolbert. A great play.
That's a big defensive stop for Air Force right after the timeout. If we could get a goal here, that would really push in the pressure on for this Cal Baptist
The
team.
director of today's broadcast has been Brian German, Jason Carter on replay, Tim Saratori, Dave Ullery on cameras today, and of course my broadcast partner, Aiden Sandu. We thank you one and all, not only for today, for being with us throughout the entire 2019 season. Aiden, it's been a pleasure. Now let's get some goals.
Exactly.
Falcons lead it by the score of 8-7. Trying to go down low. Battle for the ball clock. The shot clock expired. Lancers have a chance to bring it up the pool and get the equalizer.
We're going to have to see some smart Air Force play here as the shots or the game time is winding down with only a 1-point lead.
California Baptist has played some very good defense today, but I'll tell you what, the goals have also, the pipes have been a factor. There's the equalizer right there. That one gets past Anthony Tolbert, and we're tied once more. I think that was Thomas DeWitt. That is going to bring in some substitutions for Air Force. Translation, they're going to bring in the starters. Tied at 8. Second tie we've had by my unofficial count. Actually, third tie today. Who's going to blink? Senior day here at the Air Force Academy. It has been a defensive struggle today.
Down to Henry Yavitt.
Scramble for the ball in the corner. Lancers come up with it. Gabe Thorne wants to fire the outlet pass. Does so. Christopher Britton trying to get to the pipe to try to get the lead. Is he going to let it go? No, he's going to look for a shot on the left side. Good D being played by Air Force. Ball is knocked away. Falcons have it on the backside of the pool.
Steal by Jones, Air Force ball.
Gavin Jones to Anthony Tolbert. A battle today, and this the home opener. A pass a little bit too long. Looking for Luke Andres, but he gets it back as he was fouled. Trying to center it.
Gavin Jones attacking.
Gavin waving that ball. Are they going to try and go down low? There's 6 seconds on the clock, and there's a shot. It's knocked away. Scramble for the ball. Lancers have got it. 3:22 left to go in regulation. Tied at 8.
That ball might have hit Campbell Harris in the face.
I think he'll take a broken tooth to get a victory, won't he? I mean, yeah. We've seen that before.
We have.
Defense needed here. They try to center it. And a shot and a score. And I believe the go-ahead goal by Joseph Griffin. We'll see. We'll check that. It is. California Baptist. 9-8. Lot of time left. 2:57.
Need a little bit more awareness on this Air Force defense, it looks like.
Falcons. There's Corey Tanis, Andres, Pittman on the pool. Sam Fuller, I think, is in there.
Looks like a little bit of a mix-up between the two lineups.
Grant Snyder is out there. And here is Pittman. Reagan Pittman, third in the nation in assists. Fuller gets the ball on the right side. 2:48 left to go. California Baptist leads it 9-8. The Lancers and the Falcons, they've split last year. Here's Pittman. Jones, right side, 7 seconds. Here's a shot, knocked away.
And Air Force will recover with a goalie tip.
Instructions being shouted out. Andres working that right side, holding that ball up high, looking for a shot somewhere. Lots of time, 16 seconds, but you're also battling the game clock, which shows 2:12. Falcons trying for the equalizer. Ball is knocked away, and it's going to go to the Lancers. 2:07 left to go. This has been a tough match, a defensive match from the get-go. Both goalies have been outstanding today. And both teams trying to find some offense. Right now it's in favor of California Baptist. P.J. Magana knocked away by Tolbert. 1:40 left to go.
In Air Force timeout, it looks like.
And we will take one as well with the score 9-8 in favor of California Baptist. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Air Force coming out of the timeout. Aiden, what's the strategy here?
We're going to see Air Force try to really attack hard on offense, trying to get quick goals, but more generally, we're going to see a lot of work in the center position, trying to bring that defense back with our top line attacking down.
1:37 left to go in regulation. 9-8 is the score. Air Force with the ball going for the equalizer. There's a pass in the center. It hits the pipe again. Holy cow!
Ejection drawn by Mike Miller.
Now a chance.
Another opportunity.
Excellent opportunity. Can they convert? Andres, left side to Miller. Back to Andres. Waving that ball around the right side. Falcons trying to go down low. Knocked away. Andres has it. Miller trying to fire. He
right
scored!
over the goalkeeper's head. With this equalizer goal, we're going to see some heavy Air Force defense here with only a minute left to play.
The Water Cheetahs gets the equalizer. 9-9, 1:12 left to play in regulation. 72 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The cadet wing being showered by candy, I think. I don't know what that...
I think it was candy.
Leftover from Halloween, obviously. Well, I'll tell you what. The Falcon water polo team would like to treat itself to a victory after it's Falcons going back on D. They've been playing outstanding defense so far. Now they've really got to tighten it up. 57 seconds on the clock. We're tied at 9. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Lancers. Looking for the go-ahead goal. Time, 7 seconds. A shot hits the pipe, and it goes out of... It's still in play. Falcons will get it. They have a chance to go ahead. 47 seconds. And a timeout will be called. Wow. Take a look at this last shot right here. Hello, pipe. That was taken by number 17, Riley Bumgardner, who was trying for the go-ahead. As you get a look at the Falcons, and acting coach Alan Huckins, Ryan Brown not coaching this game today, got a red card, sits this one out. So he's a spectator with the rest of us, and what a nail biter we've got today. Oh boy. Falcon wing trying to get into it. Falcon wing just below us here at poolside. They're all standing. We've got members of the wing behind us. We've got the parents, we've got the fans. It's unbelievable. What an atmosphere. So what's the strategy now? The same thing, I guess.
It's a little similar to the last one, but we're going to see a little bit more of a focus on defense, because right now we're tied and have the opportunity to go to overtime, whereas before is if we didn't score, then we were going to be losing the game, so defense didn't really matter no matter what. So here we'll see a little bit of a balance between the two.
Gavin Jones, Andres, Mike Miller, Campbell Harris out there. Did I see Grant Snyder enter the pool? Anyway, this is it. Falcons with 47 seconds, 30 on the shot clock, so they can't really afford to take a last shot per se.
Down to Luke Andres.
Luke Andres, boy, I'll tell you, the Lancers really playing some tight defense. Everybody getting a little wet down there. Throw to the right side. Gavin Jones being backed out. Who's going to break through?
Into Campbell Harris.
Double team. Shot is knocked down by Thorne. 25
timeout,
seconds.
Cal Baptist.
And Cal Baptist will take a timeout. Tied at 9.
One possession left in the game.
Wow. The Air Force Academy Falcons have played one overtime game this year. They're 25 seconds away from playing their second. As you get a look at members of the cadet wing below us here by the pool.
All of them on their feet for this final possession.
Absolutely. Our director, Brian German, is furiously texting Falcons Stadium and saying, boys, we may be in overtime. Probably not what any of us were looking for, folks, because all of us have got to make a mad dash to the stadium. There you go. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, everybody. All right, here's the situation. 25 seconds left to play. Tied at 9. California Baptist will get the ball. Air Force with Sam Fuller out on the pool. Pittman is in the pool. I think the starting unit. Maybe Gavin Jones out there. Nope, there's Jason Hires out there.
Looks like Jason Hires and Gavin Jones are out there. So we're going with a heavy defensive unit here.
And of course, Anthony Tolbert, who's had an outstanding game in the pipes, as has his counterpart, Gabe Thorne.
Make some noise.
Here we go. Shot clock is off. 19 seconds to go. California, a steal and a foul, I think.
And an ejection called on Sam Fuller. Really upset with that call.
Here we go. 13 seconds to go.
Another
11
timeout.
seconds, and another timeout will be called. We're going to keep it right here with 11 seconds, and California Baptist in possession of the ball.
Looks like just a 30-second timeout on this one. Still a man-up opportunity for the Lancers.
Oh, boy.
11 seconds to go.
What a match. California Baptist with 11 seconds to play in regulation gets the ball, tied at 9. And here we go, a man down. Can the Falcons hold for 9? A lob pass, a little bit too long. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, desperation shot, knocked away by Tolbert. We're going overtime. Anthony Tolbert knocks away the final shot.
Tied up. There will be 2 3-minute periods to finish up the game.
And we are now going into the second overtime of the season for Air Force. As you get a look at Anthony Tolbert coming to the near side of the pool. And we will take a break. We have got overtime as the Falcons of the Air Force Academy and California Baptist are tied at 9. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. For the second time this year, the Air Force Academy Falcons find themselves engaged in overtime. We are tied at 9-9, first of two 3-minute overtime periods. Jeffrey Orman and Aiden Sandu, and oh boy.
Hopefully we'll see Air Force coming out with a win on this because we have the home court advantage here with this altitude. I can't imagine that this Cal Baptist team is feeling too good.
Well, basically, you get a look at the number one man in sprint victories in the country. It's number 12, Mike Miller. A phenomenal percentage, almost 90% of the sprints he has won. He's only dropped 9. He's ready to go. And I think, Aiden, you bring up a very, very good point as far as the altitude, the conditioning. A lot of that has to come into play. We're basically starting a whole new game right now.
100%. And this home crowd definitely is going to give a little bit of energy to this Air Force team.
And there is the bird.
Up on the 10-meter.
Yep. Will he or won't he?
And here we go.
Here we go with the first overtime sprint. He's got the best seat in the house. And Mike Miller gets it again. Right now, Air Force. Now remember, we play 2 3-minute periods. So who's ever in the lead after this period, we got to do another 3. For those of you that might be watching for the first time, and a lot of these cadets in the wing, I think, are, here's Luke Andres, shot inside, knocked away. Thorne has just been outstanding in the pipes for California Baptist today. We are in the first overtime period and tied at 9. I'm Jeffrey Orman along with Aiden Sandu. It has been a defensive fight all afternoon long. There's a shot, and Cal Baptist goes ahead by the score of 10-9 in the OT.
Quick goal by Cal Baptist here. Looks like Air Force defense broke down a little bit.
Falcons trying to play chase now as the Lancers will substitute. Nick Johnson, number 6, coming into the match. 10-9, California Baptist on top. We are in the first overtime period. A low-scoring affair, some defense and some uncanny breaks on both sides. Yes, the goal has played a big factor. The pipes have been a big factor as a lot of shots have been deflected. Here comes California Baptist trying for a 2-goal lead. Trying to center.
Going to see a shot opportunity here.
Got a man back. Now they're working around the left side. 14 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
A little 5-on-5 opportunity here as you see Luke Andres down on the opposite side.
There is a feed down low, knocked away. Air Force has got it.
Great steal by Jones.
Gavin Jones coming up with the steal. Falcons coming up the pool. Coming up behind him, trying for a steal, a double team. Ball is knocked away. Gavin gets it back. Throws down low. They've got an opportunity right there. And another great play by Thorne. Luke Andres had a look, Aiden. Here's Mike Miller. Falcons trying for the equalizer. We are in the first overtime period. 10-9. California Baptist leads it. Falcons on the far side of the pool.
Air Force has some time, but not enough for the pace that they're moving out now.
And they're getting pushed out by that California Baptist defense. Miller with a shot, and it gets in. It's a score.
Reagan Pittman with a 3rd goal of his game.
Reagan Pittman ties it at 10. Substitutions coming in. Again, the defensive unit, I would imagine, Aiden, will be coming in. As checking into the fight, there's Jason Hires. Neil Reynolds is in.
And looks like Grant Snyder.
You are correct. Acting head coach Alan Huckins having a word with one of the referees on the side of the pool. 10-10 is the score. Pittman coming out, and now it's time to D it up. And we've seen a lot of that today. Here's Michael Miller putting pressure on. Off to number 12. That's Christian Britton. Right side. Looked like he might want to try a pass. That's Angel Sanchez. Sanchez, left-hander fires. Shot off the goal again. Right off the right post. Falcons have it. Falcons bringing it up the pool. Saved by Grant Snyder. Here come the Falcons. 23 seconds in overtime period number 1. Tied at 10. Working that bowler. I'm trying to see how they're breaking down low. California Baptist trying to push him out. Mike Miller's got the ball. He'll work it on the left side. He's going to have to hurry. It's going to be a desperation shot, and it's knocked away by Thorne. I think that probably would have ruled the shot clock expired before the shot.
It looks like they did. Neil Reynolds went in to try to get a ball under on the goalkeeper there, which would result in a 5-meter penalty.
And we will now have a break in the action as we will go to overtime period number 2. 3 more minutes of anguish for both sides, I would imagine. We are tied at 10. We'll take a break as well. You're watching Air Force Water Polo. Second 3-minute overtime period, tied at 10. Michael Miller getting the sprint again.
Mike Miller just handling the sprints today.
And right now, it is time to score, and score a lot. It has not been a game where defense has certainly been a factor. We have seen just about everything. Outstanding play in the goal, outstanding play by the goal. And the Falcons in possession of the ball, looking for the go-ahead right here.
Shot clock winding down.
Sam Fuller fires a skip, and it's taken down by Thorne. Outlet pass coming. Lancers on the move. Again, we're tied at 10. Second overtime period. First overtime period the Falcons have played at home this year. Second of the season. Trying to wave. A shot and a score from the corner.
Another quick goal right after the start of the period by Cal Baptist. Here you see a nice cross pass for a quick shot. Really difficult for the goalie to get there in time.
Number one scorer, I think, in the conference, Galgani. And he gives Cal Baptist, he's been quiet all day until then.
This is something that we talked about prior to the game, is that Cal Baptist is a really heavy center team, but if they can't get it in, they're going to try to cross the ball for those quick shots.
And they did right there. 2:06 left to go in overtime period number 2. Air Force with the ball down by a goal, 11-10. Anthony Tolbert will look over the defense, see if he can get ball off to the right side.
Down to
Andres, double team, taken away by the Lancers. 1:47 left to go. Luke Andres all over his man down in the corner of the pool. He gets it back to Thorne, and Thorne will try to set things up on the opposite end. Gabe Thorne. Outlet pass going ahead down to number 2. This is Kyle Christian. Christian trying to dump it down low, and another goal by California Baptist gives them a 2-goal lead at 12-10 in the second overtime. 1:26 left to go.
Looks like Luke Andres a little upset with that last play.
Let's get him out here.
Ian Shepard checking into the match.
1:26 left to play.
Yep. All right, here we go. Michael Miller will bring it up the pool. Vision it off to the right side to Shepard. Again, a tight D being put on by the Lancers.
Down to Grant Snyder.
Back to Snyder.
Double
back
team
to
coming.
Shepard. Can they get that ball down low? Need a look, need a shot. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 1:05 in regulation. California Baptist leads it over Air Force 12-10. A shot too high. It'll go to California Baptist. Shot being taken by number 17, Gavin Jones.
With only a minute left to play, we're going to try to see Air Force with a quick stop and a couple of quick goals as well.
That's exactly what they need to do. They need to play some very tight D right now. Clock continues to roll. 47 seconds in the second overtime. California Baptist leads at 12-10.
Mike Miller coming down.
Little pressure being put on. 38 seconds left to go. California Baptist trying to go. They're at 13-13. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They'll just give it up. And with 28 seconds, California Baptist with that defense probably feels we can stop them for 28 seconds.
Exactly, and it looks like we have a timeout called.
All right, and we will go ahead and
actually looks like a quick 30-second timeout being called.
All right, we'll just keep it here then. California, I beg your pardon, Air Force will go to UC San Diego on Friday, October the 25th. I beg your pardon, November the 8th, they will go to Fresno Pacific, and then on Sunday the 10th, they'll go to Santa Clara. Western Water Polo Association Championships begin November the 22nd through the 24th. That'll be in Riverside. Punched away, another great defensive effort by California Baptist. 16 seconds left to go. P.J. McDonough may have just put the icing on the cake for the Lancers. No real reason to do anything at this point. Got a little one-on-one. Anthony Tolbert, 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Anthony Tolbert ejected in the last seconds of the game.
Be 3 seconds left to go. And time has expired. In double overtime, California Baptist Lancers defeat the Air Force Academy Falcons by the score of 12-10. For our entire Falcon Vision crew, I'm Jeffrey Orman bidding you good day from the Cadet Natatorium at the Air Force Academy.